Time out. I've got to get something to drink. Remember boot camp and how we were dripping with sweat every day? My drill instructor used to say hydration is continuous. He made sure we drank water all day long. That was so important. Anytime you're really working up a sweat, you can lose a lot of fluids, and that can lead to heat cramps or heat exhaustion. It's one sure way to prevent heat injuries. Me and my wife hired a realtor, but after we noticed no return phone calls, no open houses, or even pointers, we canceled our agreement and took control by placing our property on homescondosonline.com.
We were glad we made the choice. It allowed us to purchase another home.
And within 48 hours, potential buyers started calling.
Homescondosonline.com really worked for us.
We were so happy to sell our own home and avoid thousands of commissions.
Look, you don't have to bring my mother any food back. I could just take you home and then I could just come back and bring her myself.
Look, why don't you just go and finish up your work so you can be ready for the little surprise I have for you?
And what surprise might that be?
Well, just to show you exactly how much you appreciate it. I want to wear that raincoat you got me for my birthday.
Okay, I know you're going somewhere with this, so what are you up to?
Let's just say I won't be wearing a thing underneath it.
You won't be wearing nothing underneath. Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it very much.
Yeah, I thought you would like that.
Well, you get the raincoat then. I'll do what I do.
Soon arrived. The deputies knew the church mentioned had no light on its basketball court.
No, we just need to make sure that you were involved in this.
And being that time of night, it was dark. The red flags just flew up. They was, he put two and two together.
If you don't mind, can we just take them back around the corner in your court since I don't have a cage? Come on, guys, we'll just clear you up real quick and that'd be nothing to it.
The young men agreed to go to a police staging area near the Shaw House for further questioning. They were identified as Daniel Evans and Lamarco Roscoe. At the bank late.
We separated them because most of the time they'll start breaking down, but they'll start wondering what the other suspect has told us. When they start realizing that the other one might be talking, then they want to be the first one to get on the bandwagon and start cooperating.
The men had been unable to give details about the church where they had allegedly been playing basketball. And investigators sensed they were involved in the crime. Special Agent Jones began with Lamarco Roscoe.
The one right there, what does it look like?
You develop a concept of what their greatest fear is, some weakness they may have in their past or their family or something of that sort. And in this particular case, it was fear of the death penalty that got Roscoe's attention.
Jones knew Amy Shaw was safe, but gambled that Roscoe did not. He told him his primary concern was Amy's safety.
I told him that he needed to know that if the third robber killed her, that he would face the electric chair for his complicity in the robbery. So everything I told him was the truth. My primary interest was the safety and welfare of the victim teller. And it is true that had the third robber killed Amy Shaw, they would both have faced the death penalty.
The suspect soon admitted his involvement in the crime.
Where did you stay?
When asked for the name of the leader of the group, he said he only knew him by his first name, Chris, and believed his last name started with a J.
Another law enforcement officer who was familiar with a number of ne'er-do-wells in the Augusta area, recognized the name and actually asked if that was in fact Christopher Jabert, which he replied that it was.
Jabert's partners, Daniel Evans and Lamarco Roscoe, pleaded guilty to state charges of burglary, kidnapping, and armed robbery. They were sentenced to 30 years in prison.